Hello everyone, myself Anubhav Sarkar and I am robotics trainer and assistant professor of EEE department of SBI ST College. So today our subject is robotics and its future aspects. So how a robotics technology works, how a smart thing works in our modern world. Do you know? So let's get started. So everybody, I hope you have watched these movies, this type of movies, robotics movies. Like so. Have you wondered how a robotics field works, how a robot works, how a smart gadget works? Do you know? Let's start. So what are the steps? First, we need to know the steps for building a robot or a smart thing. First, you have to know what is a robot. Is it a smart gadget or a normal machine? You have to know this. A smart gadget is also known as a robot because a smart thing works on a sensor and a microcontroller and the output device. Like the same way human being does. Human being has also sense organ, the brain and our body parts. Clear? So now, first part is instrumentation level. Instrumentation level is the sensor and the parts which we need to assemble for the robotics project, for any AI project. So these are the instrumentation level. And what are the controller level? Controller means what from the name? From the name, it is easily understandable that controller means it controls the whole thing. That is, for human being, it is our brain, and for robotics, it is the microcontroller or the microprocessor, like the Arduino board, the Node MCU board, the Raspberry Pi board, etc. So the second point is controller level is done. Third one is supervisory control level. Supervisory control level means from the name, it concludes that it supervises the thing. Supervise the thing means we need a LED display, a OLED display for supervise the whole robotics project. Yeah? And the fourth one is encryption control protocol. For all the robotics and the smart thing to control to work properly, we need a C programming or any language code to work. For that, we need the encryption control protocol. To run the microcontroller, we need that code to upload, and from that code the smart gadget works. And the fifth part is the management information system. Management information system is the database cloud system where all the data are stored. All the data from that project, from that smart component, all the data are stored in the cloud. This is the management information system. So going to the next slide. Next slide is that instrumentation level. Instrumentation level, we can classify this instrumentation level into two types of device, the input device and the output device. For any smart thing or a robotic gadget, we need two types of device, the input device and the output device. What are the input device and output device? Think in terms of human being, you can get the answer easily. For human being, the input device or input organs are the sense organ. Sense organ, we have 5 sense organs, and for robotics or the technology or the smart gadgets, you have different types of sensors, right? So for input device, we have sensor, the switches, all comes in the input device. And for output device are the motors, LEDs and many more things. That is the output device. To run the smart thing, run the robotics car, any robotics car, we need motors, we need LEDs to make a smart light, auto street light, railway crossing gate, the servo motors, these are the output device. Okay, then going to the next slide. Next part is controller level and the supervisory control level. As it is discussed earlier, the controller level means the brain, the microcontroller, the Arduino board, the Node MCU board. These are the examples of this. And the supervisory controller level is the LCD, OLED display, the display where all the data will be displayed for us. Okay, so that we can supervise each project. These are the types of robot which we can use in the various projects, various industry. Like these are the autonomous mobile robot. This is used in various types of industries, and this is very familiar articulated robot, the robotic arm. This is very familiar with the industry. Various uses in our robotics subject in our school, colleges, various exhibition. So next one is end effector. These are also robotic arm types thing. These are all the examples for robotics. Okay, the humanoid, very popular. The AI robot. Sophia, very popular. Sifra, these are the robots we are also familiar with the last 4-5 years. And the hybrid robot, it is also used in our army. Recently, you have also known. This is also used in our Indian army. This hybrid robot. So robotic car also. This is a robotic car, automatic obstacle avoiding robotic car. This is also done by this also robotics thing. And so now today we can do a simple project. Just a simple project called smart street light using a LDS sensor. Smart street light using a LDS sensor. Before going to the project, first know from the name smart street light using a LDS sensor. Smart street light means why it is used. Why it is used? It is used when the sun goes down in the evening, the lights on the streets automatically glows, and in the morning the light automatically stops. This is the main funda of our project. So how it will automatically works? Using that LDS sensor. We need a sensor for every project to run it automatically, right? So let's start the project. Let's start the components we require. Let's start all the things. Okay. So this is the LDR module which we are using in this project. So how it look like? This is the LDR sensor module, and in front of this is the main sensor part where the light falls on it. Okay. And this is the sensitivity portion. We can adjust the sensitivity by using this blue portion. How much light intensity it falls. And it has 3 pins. According to the sensor, there are 4, 5 or 6 pins are present in each sensor. In this LDR sensor, we got 3 pins. And among these 3, positive and negative are the common for every sensor. So positive term goes to VCC, this one, and the negative one is the GND. Ground. So positive and negative are the common pins, and the third one is the digital output, DO, term and DO, digital output, where the light falls on it, how much light falls on it. This type of sensitivity sensing pin is termed this like this, and from this LDR sensor, these pins will be connected to the microcontroller. Like in human being, all the sense organs are connected to our brain. These are the components required for our project. So first we need a Arduino Uno. What is called Arduino Uno? This is a microcontroller, the second point of the steps. So Arduino Uno is our brain, that is the microcontroller, Arduino Uno. There are various versions of Arduino, Uno, Mega, Nano. We are using Arduino Uno version. This is a breadboard. Why we need a breadboard? We need breadboard to assemble all the connection in one single place. Okay, it's simple. And we need a battery to make the connection run lastly. And we need a sensor, the LDR module sensor, you know, and we need a LED to glow on or off, and for that LED we need a resistance. Okay, so these are the connection steps for our project. First, we need to take the Arduino Uno and a breadboard. And what are the connection? Connect the first Arduino's positive terminal, that is the 5V. These are the power pins of Arduino, and these are the analog and these are the digital pins. Okay, so connect the 5 volt, it is written as 5V, from this 5V to breadboard positive terminal. This is the first step. Okay, and going to the next step. Next step is there is also a port called Arduino's GND port, that is the negative port. This negative port will connect to a breadboard negative port. So positive and negative are done in one single line. Done. So next step. Next step is we need to place the LDR sensor now. The main thing, the LDR sensor to the breadboard, anywhere in the breadboard in the middle, and from these 3 pins, the DO pin, the digital output pin, from that digital output pin we need to connect a wire, and that wire we need to connect in the analog side of the Arduino, analog any pin. Here, next slide. Next slide is also there are 2 pins in LDR sensor, the positive and the negative. So that negative pin will go to the negative side, which negative pin already goes to the negative side of the breadboard. Clear? And then the positive of the LDR sensor, positive will also go to the positive side of the breadboard. So all the positive of the Arduinos and the LDR module merge in one single place of breadboard. And now the main output part. So this is the input part, the sensor, and the output part, the LED and the resistance. From the positive end of the LED, from the negative end of the resistance, we connect a wire to the negative line of the breadboard like this. And from the positive leg of the LED, we need to connect the Arduino's digital pin, any of the digital pin. We have connected to the pin number 12 here. So this is the entire connection. So this is the final connection, and for this connection we need a code now. To run this Arduino Uno, we need a code. Which pin number we dedicated for each sensor, each output device, we need to write that thing on that code. So what is the code? So this is the actual image of the circuit diagram. So this is the code of this Arduino we need to put on the Arduino module. Okay. So this code, how to put that in the Arduino? We need a software called Arduino IDE. In your computer or laptop, you need to download Arduino IDE software where we need to put the code, and from this we need to upload that code to the Arduino Uno module with a USB. So this is the final output. The LED will glow, and now the final output, how it looks like, it will be shown practically. This is how our practical project looks like. This is our Arduino, and this is our breadboard, the LDR sensor module, and the LED resistor. So if we connect with the power output, and if we place any hand over here or any light obstruction like this, look, the LED will glow. Simple. This phenomenon is used in automatic street light, where the sun sets in the evening like this, no light is there, then the street light will glow, and when in the morning the sun rises, surrounding light is there is no light, no LED. Simple. This is our project. Thank you.